And moving on to Screech's Sprint. This is another stage where the actual gimmick of the stage doesn't really start until the second half. It starts with just a generic bramble zone where you're just climbing through the brambles with your Kongs. And, it's pretty forgettable. You're climbing through, and there's enemies, and there's brambles. Don't touch the brambles. Oh no, you get thrown, but if you just do it right, you don't get hit anyway. And, well, there's neckies as you climb this vine, so you gotta make sure to either go slowly and wait for them to cross, or you can, if you know what is coming, if you've memorized the stage already, you can just zoom through and you'll be fine. Make sure you come up here, because if you walk one step further past there, then it arbitrarily walls off the first half of the stage from you, so you can't go back, so you'd have to start over after clearing the stage. Here is a thing that's, hey, do you know how to manage the different jumping mechanics of your two Kongs? Diddy's got the roll jump, and Dixie's got the flying hover that can hover across. Do that good, and get the bonus. And then, once you get to this point, you can't go backwards because it arbitrarily creates an invisible video game wall where you cannot go backwards. And then you have Screech, who exists only in this stage, and you have to race him through the brambles with squawks, because they love putting squawks in brambles. Now, the actual race here, this is an area that you are expected to die repeatedly, because you are not going to know what the correct path is necessarily your first time through. Yes, there are arrows. There are arrows made of bananas pointing the way. Sometimes, most of the time. But then there's like, oh, that area has a secret side area bonus. You gotta go to the side to grab the hero medal. And up here's a golden feather. And look at that. You gotta slip off to the side a little bit to grab that. And, you know, follow the banana trail, not a banana arrows. Follow the banana trail to continue along the race course, because otherwise the race course is not marked out. You just kind of have to go on and intuit or have memorized it previously. And you flying through all the zingers here, and this time don't follow the bananas, because those lead to a bonus in that instance. Go in the other direction, where eventually you will see a banana arrow. The camera at the end of the stage there goes away after 1 minute and 20 seconds. At the very start of the race, it has like that best time shows 1 minute 20 seconds. So you need to beat that time to get the photo there. And here's the most worthless hints in the game. All but one of my lessons are useful to you. I assume that that one is the one that's not useful. This one, make sure you have plenty of lives. Also, not really very useful of a hint for how to fight the end boss here, because it's have lives. Well, if you've reached the end boss, then you've already hit the save point immediately before the end boss, so like, even in the original version of the game, where saving was not as free, if you're there, you got save access, so if you run out of lives, then you're just right there again. You still can keep going on the same boss without losing progress. And here's the last of the funky flight gyrocopter things. The gimmick is Toxic Tower. You've got the arrow things that affect the height of the toxin level, and you gotta send it down. And also, it combines that with building the statue. It's the same Donkey Kong statue that you have to find the parts for and rebuild, and you gotta lower the thing. And he warns you that the slightest touch of the toxin will destroy the copter. What he doesn't tell you is that the slightest touch of the dragonflies will also destroy the copter, which is different from how it was every other time you saw dragonflies, or any enemies. And here you got a piece. As soon as you grab the part, it starts ascending again, and the intent is that, oh, you're supposed to grab it and race all the way back up, and I didn't. Because it's more efficient to grab the parts and then, like, make the thing stop ascending and slowly bring it up, and then, like, leave it at a spot. I accidentally dropped it. I meant to leave it on the little ledge there, but I dropped it here, and I was like, okay, that's still, you know, forward from where it was. So, yeah, it's more efficient to, you know, grab each part and incrementally bring them up than it is to take one part all the way up. And okay, I screwed up there and it caught me and I died. But I still moved that head upwards past where it was initially placed. So now when I come back there, I won't have to go as far in. It'll be a lot safer to grab. And you have 10 minutes to do the stage, so, you know, and there's also all these clocks around if you really feel like you need the extra time to do it. So, yeah, here I thing, and I wasn't sure exactly where the head dropped, so I had to look around a little bit, but it wound up being over to the left, I believe. Yeah, because here's the torso. So, just kind of bring it up and leave it over in a spot that's easily accessible. And then go back down for the other part before you, like, let things reset and just need to retrain stuff. I mean, I told it to retrain anyway just because I wasn't sure exactly how fast it would fill back up again, or if it was going to fill back up again. I don't know if it actually fills again if you, like, except for the first time that you grab the part. It's like, the first time that you grab each part, it immediately starts refilling, but after that, I'm not sure about it, because I just kind of moved forward fast enough to not really be needing to pay attention. Do be careful not to let your things get caught underneath stuff like that, because if the winch gets extended too far, then it will drop, and then you'll need to go back down and grab the thing that you dropped. So, yeah, this, again, the gyrocopter stages, a lot of potential, very disappointing. Literally, the last two stages were just, let's combine the gimmicks of two of the previous stages. And, you know, this has the gimmick of the water level and the gimmick of the statue. But also, it's got the gimmick of Toxic Tower. So, you know, they're not even creative with their gimmicks. They're reusing and recombining them in it's probably safer to be, like, holding L to have the copter facing the screen for ascending past while you're carrying stuff. That way, like, you're not constantly turning back and forth and swinging it wildly back and forth as the winch changes. It's like keeping in dead center, centered on your center, so you don't have to worry as much about, like, it's, you know, getting off to the side. And at first I wasn't sure exactly where I was supposed to be taking the statue pieces, because I didn't see where the plinth was initially. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna bring them back to the landing zone, I guess, but just go over this a little bit, and there you've got the point, and you can start loading things on it. Legs, and you get the torso, and here... By this point, I had completely forgotten the fact that you can move backwards without turning around by holding... It was either L or R. One of them was to look forward at the screen, and the other was to move backwards without turning around. And I never needed to use that feature in any of the other things, so I completely forgot that it existed. And then there's the slot on the left where it's got the 2 arm pieces, and you gotta get down there and lower the stuff. It's kind of tedious. I don't know what that box is. Like, is that an ammo box? It looks like bouncy. Like, is that supposed to be a thing that makes your shots reflective? I don't know what that is. What that box there was. The game certainly never explains it. And yeah, you see there, as soon as you touch the part, it starts refilling. But, and like, it's clear the intent is that you're supposed to grab the part and, oh, you gotta quickly ascend all the way back to the top while it's chasing you. But also, you could make it stop ascending by just shooting the thing. And, well, I screwed that up a little bit with the timing, but I still got the arm all the way up there. So I can go grab the other arm now, and, you know, it's making progress. Oh. Kinda do. You just kinda do! Like, this stage was tedious, but you just kinda do. And it does. And then it goes, and then it's done. And then it's gone. And that's how... words. There's an arm. And yeah, this time I did manage to stop it in time and still make it out and brought the arm all the way up. This statue's over there, so just kind of drop it over there. Come back for the other one. Just talking about this game is exhausting. Playing it was very exhausting. Rare is exhausting. And then you do the thing, and it's the gold statue, and you go and you land. And that's the last of the Funky's Flights Gyrocopter minigame stage games. You get the things, you really know how to fly, and here's a photo for doing all of the things. You do all the things, and then you get more completion of the things to complete, to do all of the things complete.